Welcome everyone to another discrete time linear problem. Today we're going to be solving for problem set 7, and our goal is to sketch the Fourier transform of x sub d, y sub d, and y sub c. Now what I did is I listed the game plan before we actually get started. So in order to get x sub d, what we're going to do is multiply the omega axis by our period, which is t, and then to get the new height we got to multiply it by 1 over t, and then we're going to sketch it. For y sub d, since we know our impulse response, all we can do is just rewrite our equations to solve for y sub d, and then we are going to sketch it and then simplify that sketch. For y sub c, right, all we're doing is returning back to our omega, so we're going to divide our axis by t and then still multiplying our height by t, which is our period. So just to get started, for x sub d e to the j omega, we multiplied our axis by t, which here, as you can see, we were able to get our new axis, which is 4 pi over 5. Then in order to get the height, we multiplied the height by 1 over t, which is just, since it's 1 over 1,000, it's just the height multiplied by 1,000 since it's 1 over t. And then once we sketch it, we have our new x sub d, our Fourier transform, and this is what this looks like. And it's just like before for y sub d e to j. For y sub d e to the j omega, since we know our main equation, h sub d, all we're going to be doing is just rewriting it, solving for y sub d. So as you can see, y sub d is just h e to the j omega multiplied by x sub e to the j omega. And then all we're going to do is just sketch it. The best way, at least for me, what I realized, is just putting it right on top, since they all have the same axis, just to see what it looks like. And in order to solve for the new height, all we're going to do is, since we know that 2 pi over 5 is half of 4 pi over 5, it's basically as though we are multiplying the height by half, you know what I'm saying? So that's how we were able to get 500 for our new height. Now for y sub c, all we're doing is just returning back to the original. Like I said before, all we're going to be doing is dividing our axis by t, which to get our new axis, and for our height we are also going to multiply our height by t to get our new height. So then when we sketch it out, we have our new sketch right here. All right, that's all for today, folks. Thank you and have a great night.